Growth is an issue that all credit unions face, and it's become even more imperative for credit unions to address the issue today. Often at strategic planning sessions in the past, I've heard the term thrown out there, we don't want to grow for growth's sake. But that is really a quick way for your credit union to die. Today, credit unions need to grow because there's so much competitive pressures on them. The ones that are going to survive are the ones that are building economies of scale, and they are building a tremendous critical mass so that they can be relevant in the markets that they compete. Growth is relevancy. If you don't grow, you're going to die. There's really two different approaches to mergers in the market. In the past, credit unions have relied on the NCUA to be knocking on their doors and presenting a failed institution to you. That may have worked yesterday. Today, credit unions need to focus on strategic mergers and finding good partners that match up with their strategic growth plan in markets where they want to compete, and bring and partner with a credit union that is going to help both compete into the future and be stronger together. A merger plan should be based on the credit union's strategic growth plan. The strategic growth plan looks at the markets that the credit union should be competing in the future, where they can be most successful, where they will get a good return on the investment from the standpoint of allocating their resources. A merger plan builds upon that and then looks to see what credit unions would potentially be available in those markets that will help the credit union to expand their field of membership and also to provide branches in that local community where they want to have a presence in the future. So a third-party consultant can help a credit union first in developing a strategic growth plan that will enable them to look at those markets that are going to be most significant to the credit union going forward, which are the markets that are going to be profitable, that the credit union should invest in, prioritize those markets. And once the credit union has defined that strategic growth plan, to then be able to look at a strategic merger plan that builds upon that to look at, okay, what credit unions would the credit union want to target as potential merger partners in the future. The reason a credit union ought to be looking at this right now is the number of merger candidates is decreasing for every day. There are fewer and fewer viable merger partners. So if a credit union wants to expand into a new market, they need to do it today, because your competitor credit union down the street is going to be looking at the same credit unions you are, and those opportunities to enter new markets will not be available in the future. So the time is now.